Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Candace Owens is back. Check out this clip.
One question. Is America a sovereign nation, or are we being controlled by Israel? I know that question someday is probably going to get me arrested. I know this anti-Semitism bill is making its way through Congress. And I don't know if we're going to be able to have free speech anymore. So let me get it all out while there's still time. Well, what we have coming up for you is Brianna Joy Gray. She's the former press secretary to Bernie Sanders, and she probably has something to say about that question because she was recently fired from the Hill. She claims it's because she criticized Israel. Is Brianna just anti-Semitic? I'm going to let you decide.
I just got to call out something. I don't know if y'all agree with me or you're going to agree with me, but it's all good if you do or if you don't. So finally, I see Candace Owens is back, and that's good. I'm glad to see it, man. Because a lot of people had her perspective mixed up. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Maybe it's just me, you know what I mean? But a lot of people I know, we rocking with Candace. I saw a show where Shannon Sharpe was saying, man, ain't nobody rocking with Candace because she said that George Floyd. She said that George Floyd. Man, all she was doing is saying the same thing Will said at the barbershop. See, that's why Boosie get a lot of views. Because he would just tell you the truth. So I'm going to go and tell you the truth. The truth of the matter is, man, George Floyd was a dope fiend. I said it. He was a dope fiend. He was on that fentanyl. He was a fiend. And he got beat and he became a martyr. Yeah, that white boy was wrong. Yeah, he was wrong. Not saying he wasn't. But when she was talking and comparing blackness, she was just saying, hey, why don't you hold these other ones who have done something positive? You know, why don't you hold them up high? The other dude, I can't remember his name because it's been about 15 years, but they was selling the loose cigarettes. I want to say it was Eric. It's the same name as the dude that unalived Nipsey. Eric Garner. It was the same thing. He was selling the loosies, right? And said, I can't breathe. Now, the crime is they shouldn't have done that boy like that. That's wrong. But all she was saying was what she was saying. She was like, why when we revolutionize? She didn't say don't revolutionize. Why when we revolutionize is it always about some drug addict or criminal or whatever? We saying revolutionize about somebody that's not. I'm going to tell you who you should have revolutionized about. That was recent. Forrester. And if I get the name wrong, I'm sorry. Because they really ain't wanted y'all to see it, and I ain't seen no comments, and then I got kind of banned on YouTube when I said it. But there was a young man in Florida. Wasn't Tallahassee, Florida, but it was like just 4 weeks ago. In his house, on the telephone with his girlfriend in his apartment, 22 years old, home from the military, Air Force. And just like what happened to Bolton John in Dallas, an officer knocked on the door. When he answered the door, because he didn't know it was an officer, he just knew it was some heavy knocking. He opened the door. His firearm was pointed down for safety. And as soon as the officer saw it, man, he unloaded on him. But he was actually a good kid. He was doing the right thing. Now, so if you go when you make people into a martyr, when you're fighting for the cause, when you're trying to revolutionize and say, hey, that was wrong. Now that was one that we should have hit the streets about. But I ain't heard of people about it. So when I heard Shannon say this, and I ain't trying to tear you down, Shannon, I ain't trying to tear down nobody. I'm talking about regardless of their race. You're a brown man, you're a black man. But when you said, when you did that, I felt like you was kind of bullying Candace. I'm like, why do y'all think it's okay to bully her? Because she has a different thought. She's never said that she despises or hates black people. Like me, she hates the culture. Like Charleston, she hates the culture. You hate the culture. And I'm not talking about the culture that everybody's stealing. I'm talking about just like what happened on Juneteenth. Where a youngster just go into a crowd and just add everybody. Old people and young. That's weird. Where's that okay? That's not okay. I'm not going to sit here and say it's okay. It's weird. And you know it's weird. It's strange. It's demonic is what it is. And just because somebody speaks about something wrong, that we're doing wrong, that we need to correct, because that's what you need, that broader correction. You need to change. Then you gon', yeah, you know what she said about George. What, was George Floyd a hero? I mean, I understand that, oh boy, you know what I mean? Oh boy, they got the little up in smoke, whatever. That was his friend. That was his friend. But at the time of his demise, he was a dope fiend. At the time of his demise, he was passing out fake dollars. Now, that is no right to kill him. He should have went to jail, did his 30 days, 10 days, whatever it is. I agree with that. And I actually watched it live on TV, so that was a cold lick. So what I would say to Candace, back then when she said it, I would say, hey man, that was a cold lick. I don't care what he done. We watched it. I was watching it on TV with my kids live. And I kept saying, man, they gonna whack that boy. And it happened. It happened. So no, I definitely get the emotion, but don't say, where were you? You went over here. No, so what, we turn our back on her because she don't like, you know, she even asked, why do we even have rap music? Now, you know, I used to rap. I like rap music. But what she was saying, because people got to dig deep into what she was saying. What she was saying is this controlled by these music groups and these industrialized prisons to promote a music that is going to incite a certain behavior that ultimately leads to incarceration, death, and murder. So it's going to create revenue for the funeral homes. It's going to create revenue for the realtors, right? Because they're going to keep buying up land so they can bury folks. It's going to create revenue for the NRA. It's going to create revenue for the. It's going to create revenue for the other folks. You know what I mean? For the gun makers, the NRA, and the prison industrial complex, free labor, license plates, pillars, beds. I mean, they make all kind of stuff. That's what she was asking. And Shannon, I can tell, listen, I know you're a Southern boy, and they tease you about your accent and all that. You're not dumb. You've been successful in a lot of things. So I'm not saying that to say you're wrong. I'm saying that to say, man, Candace Owens, Charlemagne tried to trip her up. She on the right thing, man. Y'all didn't know that she had a lawsuit because some people were racist to her during high school. And all. Man, she down with the cause, bro. But you can hate us. You can hate certain elements of our culture because it ain't our culture. We loved, look, what did that little Farrakhan thing say? We loved our religion, our culture, our God. And many of us, by the way we act, we don't even lost our minds. Yeah, we love our, you know what I mean? We were spiritual people, man. Charleston was right. Charleston ain't told no lie. When you talk about God, and when you say, you know, the God our mother, the God our grandma, the ones that was praying that got us through that struggle, why would you turn from that? But that's the same thing, right? That's what we do. So I know we got to be the Hebrews. That's what we do, right? How fast after the Exodus did we start worshiping gods and complaining and building false gods and you know, man, even the people that I know that rock with it, I knew they understood this. I'm praying to the ancestors. I don't pray to my ancestors. You think I pray to my granny? I love my granny. I don't pray to her. The scriptures don't say that. Praying to the ancestors. Your ancestor could have been a pervert. Stop with all that mess, all these buzzwords. I had my son over here. I'm talking to my boy. He a grown man, but he been listening to this bullshit. Excuse my French. Talking about something. I'm trying to steal some energy. She said she want to date me. I said I'm going to date her because I'm going to take her energy. What the fuck are we talking about here? No fucking energy. Fuck some energy. Y'all coming out of this bullshit. Listen, keep that shit. Or keep it over there. This is the most buzzword-filled time in my life. Buzzwords. All I hear is fucking buzzwords. They have no meaning. And then when we try to stand on something, we always trying to bully somebody. Welcome back, Candace. Energy. I'm going to take her energy, and that's going to make me successful. The scriptures already tell you what to do. Build your hopes on things eternal, man. Jesus even said, don't even worry about tomorrow. Like, it's almost like living like a homeless person, how you really should live. You know what I mean? He said, give unto Caesar what's due to Caesar. It's almost like not voting is the right thing to do, right? So yeah, we came this way and we got these rights, and yeah, we shouldn't be shot down like dogs and stuff. No, we shouldn't. But it's spiritual wickedness in high places. We know this. Look at what's going on with all these wars and rumors of wars. Think about it, man. All of them psychopaths. And then y'all get mad at Trump, which I ain't no Trump supporter, but he's a psychopath or he's a narcissist. And all of them are, no matter what their demeanor is. Obama was, I'm just going to be very diplomatic. When they go low. But he was doing stuff, man. You remember he sent all them homosexuals over to Russia because, Russia ain't into that? You remember that? You remember when that reporter came up missing? They do stuff just like that little Chim Jam Oon. He just been sending over bags of trash and shit over to South Korea. They all do stuff. They play games. All we see is the games that other people play. Like China sent them balloons over here. Lord knows what we done sent over to China. I'm just saying, man. I ain't no America hater, man. I got friends that done fought in the military. My grandparents, my dad, all them military. So I ain't no military hater. I'm just saying, when I start looking, when all these things get to be unveiled, I ain't seen that Candace done told a lie yet, man. She was the one who broke the story about the Diddy stuff and broke it down and made it make sense. Everybody else just talking. They didn't know what they was talking about. She was the one that found out about Lucy and Grace. She was the one, you know what I mean? I've had videos go viral, millions of views because of breaking that. And so welcome back, Candace. Sorry I had to go on a rant, but I had to go on a rant. So cheers.